At 62, David felt a part of him was fading. Intimacy with his wife wasn't what it used to be, and he started to worry this was just a normal part of aging he'd have to accept. His confidence was disappearing, and the silence around the issue only made things feel worse. A lot of older men silently struggle with questions they were never taught to ask, about desire, about getting older, and about what it really means to stay connected to their own bodies. But what David soon found out is that this is not an inevitable part of getting older. In this video, we're going to share the proven medical and lifestyle solutions that doctors actually recommend, the very things that completely transformed David's confidence and his sex life. And if you're feeling this way, you are not alone. Studies show that the prevalence of erectile dysfunction rises with age, affecting about 44% of men in their 60s. But there are answers, and the first solution might surprise you, because it doesn't start with a pill, but with your daily routine. The foundation, lifestyle first. Before we even get into products or prescriptions, we have to talk about the bedrock of sexual health, your lifestyle. Think of your body as a high-performance engine. You can't expect it to run well if you're filling it with bad fuel. Doctors agree that making simple, consistent changes can dramatically improve sexual function. This all starts with regular physical activity. Just 150 minutes of moderate exercise a week. Things like brisk walking, swimming, or cycling improves your cardiovascular health, which is absolutely critical for performance. Basically, what's good for your heart is good for every other part of you. Next up, take a look at your weight and your diet. Carrying extra weight can increase inflammation, which messes with blood flow. A balanced diet, quitting smoking, and cutting back on alcohol can all have a huge impact. Smoking, for instance, literally narrows your blood vessels, directly increasing your risk of impotence. Getting your lifestyle in order is the foundation that makes every other treatment work that much better. The mechanical solution, non-invasive devices. So, what if you've already built that foundation and you need something a little more direct? That brings us to our second solution, a non-invasive tool that a lot of men have found incredible success with, the vacuum erection device, or VED. Now, I know, it might sound a little mechanical, but these are FDA-cleared, medically proven devices. A VED is pretty simple. It's a cylinder that goes over the penis, a pump that creates a vacuum, and a small tension ring. The vacuum draws blood into the penis, creating an erection, and the ring, which you slide to the base, keeps it firm during intercourse. Here's the best part. These devices are a great option for men who can't take medication or just prefer not to. Plus, they have an impressive satisfaction rate, with studies showing that many users are happy with the results. It's a reliable, on-demand solution that puts you back in the driver's seat, no pills required. If you're finding this information helpful and believe in taking charge of your own health, do me a favor and type control in the comments below. It just lets me know we're on the right track. Now, let's talk about the most well-known solution and clear up a few things you might not know. The go-to medical fix, prescription medications. When you think of prolonging sex, your mind probably jumps straight to the little blue pill. And for good reason. The most common and effective medical treatments for men over 60 are a class of drugs called PDE5 inhibitors. This includes famous names like sildenafil, Viagra, and tadalafil, Cialis. These medications work by relaxing the blood vessels in the penis, which dramatically improves blood flow when you're sexually aroused. It's important to remember, they don't create desire out of thin air. They just enable a physical response when that desire is already present. These drugs are generally safe for older men, but they absolutely require a doctor's prescription and a conversation about your health. Your doctor will need to consider any other conditions you have, like heart disease or diabetes, before writing a prescription. There are also key differences between them. Viagra tends to work faster, while Cialis can last for up to 36 hours, giving you a lot more room for spontaneity. Your doctor is the best person to help you figure out which one is right for you. But what happens when even these powerful medications aren't the answer? There's one more solution, often seen as a final step, but it has some of the highest satisfaction rates of all. We'll get into that next. The definitive solution: surgical implants. For men who haven't had success with other treatments, there is a definitive, long-term solution: a penile prosthesis, also known as a penile implant. This might sound intimidating, but for many men, it is genuinely life-changing. The most common type is a 3-piece inflatable device that is completely hidden inside the body. It gives you total control over when and for how long you have an erection. This option offers a level of spontaneity and rock-solid reliability that other treatments just can't match. And the results really do speak for themselves. Studies consistently show that patient satisfaction rates for penile implants are incredibly high, often over 90%. The vast majority of men who get the procedure report a huge improvement in their quality of life and say they would do it all over again. This is a surgical procedure, so it requires a thorough evaluation from a urologist, but it remains the gold standard for restoring function when other methods don't work. So, think back to David. His journey from feeling like he was fading to rediscovering his confidence wasn't about finding one single magic pill. It was about understanding that he had options. From foundational lifestyle changes that boost your overall health, to non-invasive devices, trusted medications, and even definitive surgical solutions, there is a proven path forward. Getting older doesn't have to mean the end of intimacy. It's about being proactive, having an honest talk with your partner and your doctor, and finding the solution that restores not just your connection, but your confidence. If you appreciate this straightforward, no-shame approach to men's health, make sure to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss our next video. Taking that first step is where the journey to renewed vitality begins. Thanks for watching.